Welcome. Good morning. Welcome everybody to my Carnivore channel. My name is Matthew. Carnivore. Oh, before we get started, if you would, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you would, put your favorite barbecue place into the comments or even put the word maybe. If you think, or if you are carnivore, think about going to carnivore, or you think somebody might benefit from going on the carnivore diet, because what that does is that helps the algorithm and somebody else might be able to hear about the healing benefits of the carnivore, especially just to prepare you for the video. I'm not sure exactly what direction we're going. Pretty sure that I know where it will go, but that way they can hopefully check me out. And when I say check me out, the information, look at some past videos that we've got going on there. So yeah, I want to talk to y'all today. Actually, today is my day 155 on the carnivore diet. Why am I making that muscle? I'm going to tell you why. By the way, I'm wearing some biking shorts that I thought I would probably never wear. They've got the waistband around them is creeping down. Obviously, I still have a little bit of a love handle here, as you can see, but I do enjoy them. One little tip: don't go running with your dogs when you have got at least not with a cell phone in the pocket. I lost 2 cell phones in 1 week last year. Not even sure which pairs of running shorts that I lost them in, but I haven't done that since. I leave everything in my car. The only thing I have on me is my Fitbit, of course, to be able to track. If you don't have a Fitbit, haven't checked one of those out, or an Apple Watch or a Samsung Watch, those are great for being able to track those calories that you're burning. But today is day 155. 155 on the carnivore diet. And I want to talk to y'all. Yeah, it's about the day 155, but a lot of things have changed. Okay. A lot of things have changed on the inside of me that I can only describe to you. Now, one thing that's very visual that you can tell that's happened, if you've watched some videos, if you go back to the other videos, is that, one most visible thing is this goatee. Yeah, this goatee right here, this was about 135 days that I have not cut this goatee. I've been keeping it as a visual because for me, it represents a little bit of where I started out and where I've come to. When I first, there's just so much healing that's been going on ever since I started it. Just to name on a few things, it's insane. And I think it's so important to bear everything. People always, one thing that pervaded me the other day, and I'll just tell you about it. Mind you, I'm going to talk about the 155, okay? But in life, you cannot, Now I'm going to have to jump into it. And let me tell you what I mean. I'm going to have to jump into where the carnivore picks up. Because a carnivore, for me, had to start before the real changes happened up here. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. I was caught into prison, mental prisons. Sometimes our ability to be able to rationalize, to be able to look at things from a certain perspective is going to be limited by memory fog. It's going to be limited by just, not a very highly functioning brain. Just it is what it is, because you're not giving, either you're giving your body, and you're more than likely, it's bad you're doing the both at the same time. You're giving yourself highly processed foods. You're having tons of inflammation. You've got pain. You're not sleeping well at night. It's keeping you up. Your body's not able to heal itself because it doesn't have the nutrient-dense food that it needs. And then all of a sudden, it can turn around like that. When I started eating the carnivore diet and the most nutrient-dense food in the world, the least inflammational, what it did is at first, what I noticed is that my mind, I was at peace. after about, I would say, let's just say 30 days. And during that 30 days was, or should I say after that 30 days, it was like I had a whole new mindset. I was at peace. I was feeling better. I was sleeping better. I'm just going to mention this right now. Well, okay. Just a little addition here. I haven't gone back to watch like half of my videos. I haven't had the time. If you've been listening to me, over the past how many months? 5 months? Yeah. It's a little over 5 months. That's crazy. I've been working tons of overtime. I've been trying to balance, lately, we've been having good fun going to barbecue restaurants, man. And just, just coming up with new dishes, new food, just having fun and working out, being consistent, marking your goals, But once the mind started to become clear after 30 days, the memory fog started going away. Now, when the memory fog started going away, now mind you, when you start carnivore, and I'm going to tell you, I think over 80% of the people are suffering from severe memory fog. Now, think about all the people that are being affected by this processed food, which is type 2 diabetes. It's going to be your, you see, you're looking for the cause, but you're also looking for what you should have been eating. You're looking at the high blood pressure. What's that caused by? It's caused by the crap that you're putting in your body, period. They're going to say it's genetics. Well, genetics, how does, genetically inclined my, what, okay? If everybody in your family was eating pizza every day and everybody had type 2 diabetes and they had high blood pressure, and then you get type 2 diabetes, and they say you're genetically inclined. Yeah. When you're eating a shitty diet, it has nothing to do with being genetically inclined. It has nothing to do with that. The only time that they would tell you that is if they're not wanting to tell you how to heal it. They're like, oh, well, here, take this. No. Well, what if they could also say something else like, hey, you know what? I don't want to ever see y'all in my clinic again. So I tell you what, if you have the wherewithal, if you care enough, you can change your diet, because all of y'all are sick because of what you choose to eat. Now grow up and start eating something healthy. See, this is the message people want to hear. And I'm going to tell you something else. When you're on processed foods, you're not thinking clearly, period. You're not thinking on a higher level, which is possible through the carnivore diet. Now, when I heard about the carnivore diet, it was from my very good friend, Mike. Check him out. I've got interviews with Mike on there. And Mike is just, he's a great guy. I highly encourage you to check out that video. There's, I think, 3 of them on there. But when he showed me all the healing that had done in his body, it was at that point when he also demonized processed foods like I do. And I was plant-based for 10 years. But when he demonized and he showed me the healing power of meat, the carnivore diet, at that point I was like, I'm missing out on something. I got to be missing out on something. I am scared to get into this because I've demonized meat. I have demonized meat for 10 years. And I was just like, I'm going all in. 30 days after, I'm like, I cannot believe I have been misled as much as I had been. That was just sad. But just so happy to be able to finally find out the truth and to be able to, oh man, feel as good as I did. So since I've been working out, you probably can't tell because I'm slunched over, but you can probably see a little bit of indentation in here where I've been working out. Also showed you a little bit of my arms, as far as that's going. I have had my chest being built up. I try to do, push-ups, and I got to tell you, when it comes to working out, we get nowhere without going through pain. The only way that we grow is through pain. Okay. The only way that we start feeling comfortable with things is when we face them head on. Do you think I feel comfortable sitting here with my shirt off? The answer is no. But the only way that I get better with being able to just be, so that I can go against other people's insecurities. I've heard people say many things to me. Like, do you think that's appropriate? Well, first and foremost, I didn't ask your opinion. Okay. Wow, that's a dangerous diet. You're only eating meat. Yeah, that's right. The most nutrient dense food in the world. Okay. Now go kick dirt. Because from what I understand, you're on like 3 meds. Is that right? Is that right? And what puts you on those 3 meds? Maybe it's the Coca-Cola in your hand. Maybe it's the cheeseburger with that bread and BS that your body can't break down. Man, don't care what other people think. If you can plant positive seeds in them, then care what they think. But don't let them, societal norms. I mean, obviously you have to stay within societal norms to a point. But I find so many people are closed off. They're closed off and they've got what it is, in my opinion, is that they've got these walls that keep them held back. Okay. They want to be super cool. They want to be, accepted. That they want to be quiet because they've been told all the time to be quiet. Well, my friends, I'm tired of being quiet. I want to be Matthew. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? I'm not concerned about being cool. That's not my thing. What I'm concerned about is finding out even more who I am. And the only way to be able to do that is to be able to go through pain. And through pain, we heal. Okay. Last night when I went to bed, before I went to bed, okay, and one of the most difficult things I do is push-ups. Okay, so if I do 100 or 300 a day, I find that all joy because my brain, it wants to avoid pain. We all want to avoid pain. We want to be able to eat the food that gives us the fun. I don't anymore. Once you're on this carnivore diet, you're not going to want to eat that crap food. You're just not going to want to. No, because you feel so good, so satiated. You find, there's so many different reasons, and I'll tell you more here in a little bit. But the workout that I did last night, it was great. I rode the 10 kilometers on the bike. Did the push-ups, did the crunches, did the free weights. Yeah, actually I did everything that I wanted to do. I could have gotten in 100 more push-ups, but I'm very happy with what I did. And I feel really good this morning. Am I looking forward to working out today? The answer is yes. And then, I got to tell you every day, oh man, it's consistency. Like I consistently drink coffee with heavy whipping cream. Because I'm consistent on the diet, every night I sleep consistently, really deeply. And I feel awesome. Over the past 5 months, not only have I met my bonuses at work, but like this month, currently right now, we have to have an 8% close rate. I think for the month I'm at 23. And yesterday I was at 30 some. That I attribute only to the carnivore diet. Yeah. Because I'm a brand new person. Yeah. The way that I think, memory fog gone, guys. There's so many pluses that I can tell you about what I've experienced. Man, one thing I hope is that this video I'm doing is not too monotone. Because people that are listening to this are going to be listening to it for content, I think. I believe so. Yeah. But the memory fog is gone. I'm telling you, that is huge. Your memory fog being gone. I was praying about that, guys. Like every night. You're talking about memory fog leading to dementia. That's a huge deal in my mind. I'm gonna let it go here. I won't say any more. But man, you have to have those nutrients, the most nutrient dense food in the world, to be able to reverse something like that. To be able to, and they're not going to tell you can reverse it. No, I'm telling you, you've got to jump on top of that right away. It is a fact. I can only speak from my own personal experience. Okay. But when you're 51 and you're outperforming everybody that you work with in their 20s, I'm not outperforming everybody. I was number 2 in the company last month. So somebody's outperforming me. I bet they're on the carnivore diet. So after 30 days on the carnivore diet, oh my gosh, the life changed. The light came on. I was just like wowed. I was just like, I cannot believe how good I feel, how deep I sleep. The pains, my back, my neck are gone. Whew. Oh, my inner thigh, right in here, guys. When I would be walking and then doing anything or riding my bike, and then I'd get the inner thigh pain, which is arthritis. Okay. I'd even get arthritis sometimes in my fingers, just trying to jam up. Not cool. You know, when you start to get limited, what happens is your mind says, don't do this, don't do that. You know, it tries to help you. It tries to protect you. And all of this I found personally can be reversed. Eating the low inflammational food, it took, I think a big part of this visually is when it took my blood pressure from like 129/79 and it took it down to like, man, it's been so low. I've had it, usually it comes in around 90/63. When the inflammation goes down, when your diastolic goes that low, what's happening is that all of the inflammation in your body is disappearing, which means if you're experiencing arthritis or anything like that, the body is not going to be in a state where you're going to have to suffer the pain. The inflammation is going to be gone. And most people don't know that, but yes. And then for some reason, if you're having to get up to relieve yourself 3 or 4 times a night, that is going to be gone as well. There are ways that you've been able to operate when you were in your 20s and 30s, and that, believe it or not, returns to you. Your vitality does. Your libido does. Your just energy levels to levels that I never thought would be possible again, because once they've changed, and they've changed for years, you wouldn't think that there would be some way to be able to reverse those. And see, that I think is one of the most beautiful things about it. And, you know, when I say no pain, what I mean is you got to go through pain the first 30 days. And when I'm referring back to when I said you're not going to get anywhere. In other words, you're not going to make any headways. You're not going to start feeling better until you start putting yourself through pain. The first pain would be to change the diet. The second pain, and once after 30 days, you're not going to want to go back. No. You feel so good, so freaking good that you are not going to want to go back ever. Now, if you do, it's not because you're thinking rational about it. It's that you think that you might be missing out on something. But then when you finally realize that birthday cake or that biscuit is the same one that you ate for decades, it's the same one that puts you into the painful state that you were in. And I know you're going to have to go back and you're going to have to cheat and you're going to have to go through arthritis and you're going to have to feel the pain again. And I get that. I get it. And I am not doing that. No. Because once you feel this good and you realize what's happening, and you see fat shedding off your body, and you've seen the lean muscle start to build up on it, and you start to say, you know what, I want this for me. Everybody else says this is extreme, but it's not. To eat food that makes me feel so good. It makes me feel like I'm in my 20s and I'm personally 51. If you're 61, 71, 41, if you feel like shit, you need to change up. You need to change up. And I would highly encourage this diet. I don't know any other diet. Lion diet. If you can't do this diet, I don't see anybody being able to do the lion diet. But if you want to dig in your heels, and that's what you have to do, you have to push yourself. You have to push yourself to be uncomfortable, to grow. When I got off of work last night, I got off at a little after 10 o'clock, about 10:15 p.m. I knew that if I worked out, I'd feel really good afterwards. Okay. I also know that I feel really good when I'm consistent as a mug. And consistent, being financially consistent to get myself to a better place. Consistent as far as working out, big time. Consistent as far as food wise goes. And those three in a combination, along with just being positive, and for me, loving my wife, okay? Man, you know, those things right there. And always put your wife first. Put your health right there at the top, because you want to be able to take care of her, right? Right? All right. So you got to push forward every day to grow. And something that we all experience, the mind wants to avoid pain. The mind wants to avoid, oh, I can do it my way. I can eat cake. I'm going to exercise harder. My friend, it doesn't work. The reason why it doesn't work is that you can't do it, quote unquote, your way. You have to eat the highest nutrient dense food to have the lowest inflammation rate and to give your body the ability to heal, to get that blood pressure down. And you'll know when the blood pressure is down because you're going to get cold wherever you're anywhere besides for when it's about 78 degrees. I keep my house on 78, 79 degrees. You're also going to save a lot of money on this diet when it comes to your electric bill. Our bill is more than less than half of what it was before. And that's interesting. That doesn't change the world. But, when you're used to paying an electric bill, I think ours was somewhere around 180, something like that. I know it's coming at 90, 100, somewhere in there. Basically, just to kind of give you an idea, of what the kind of cost was there and where the cost savings, not intentional, but, you're freezing inside the house, and yeah. And if you work in your home like I do, yes. The mind wants to avoid potential failure. It does. It wants to avoid being hurt, not just because of the pain that it's going through, but what if I don't get the body that I want? What if I tell myself, nah, I can't do that. No, I'm just as out of shape to you. Nah, I can't get where I want to get. I can't have that body. I can't have her body. I can't have this body, or, oh, I don't see how that could happen. Oh, I'd have to have surgery or something like that. My friends, I'm going to tell you something. First and foremost, you got to love yourself for who you are. You got to love yourself for where you're at today. You've got to understand that you are fighting you. Can only compare yourself to who you are today. Okay? I was watching another gentleman on YouTube the other day, and I think he makes a very good point. Try to be 1% better every day. 1%. And sometimes that 1% better, yeah, you do need a day or two to rest after you've kicked your own ass for like a week or 5 days or whatever routine you decide to get into. Okay? But you have, the only person that you're competing against is you. Stop thinking about Bobby, who you went to, I don't know, let's come up with somebody, Bobby in high school. Stop comparing yourself financially. Stop comparing yourself physically. Stop comparing yourself health-wise to Bobby. Oh, well, Bobby's like in critical care and I'm sitting over here on only 10 meds. I mean, I'm doing great. Well, stop doing that. Stop doing it. What it's doing is that your mind's coming up with a way to be able to help you hold yourself back. Okay? You're comparing yourself to those that are closest near you for some reason. It seems to be something that we're hardwired to do. And what I'm saying is that look at yourself. And what I'm really asking you to do, well, I'm asking you to look at yourself, and I want you to do a self-evaluation. Then I want you to ask yourself, is there a possibility that you are experiencing some of this fog that I'm talking to you about? Are you eating processed foods? Is it a possibility? Do you feel a lot of tension and angst a lot of times? Or do you have a peace of mind about you? I'm going to tell you, before I came off of this processed food, I had angst a lot. I did not have peace of mind. I could lie to myself. I was always constantly stressed. Is your high blood pressure up? Is your blood pressure up? Then you're experiencing it, my friends. You are not thinking clearly. Jumping into the carnivore diet gives you a peace of mind that you have not had in the past. And being able to get that peace of mind and then watching your body change and heal itself is one of the greatest gifts that you can give yourself. It might seem scary the first 30 days. It was scary for me. I was plant-based, right? For a decade. But once I saw the healing power here, I'm going to tell you something. 100% believe that this diet is the most optimal diet in the world. From a personal experience, from being able to have more strength than I've ever had, to being able to do more push-ups in a row than I've ever been able to do, and just knowing that all I have to do is continue to dedicate myself, being consistent, and realizing that Stop listening to other people. Stop listening to other people. Stop listening to other people. Stop listening to people that are not trying to build you up. Stop listening to people that are trying to keep you in a certain order for their own comfort level. Screw them. Screw them all. All they do is hold you back. If I want to get health advice from somebody, I might love somebody, but that doesn't mean that they're a good person for me to go to be able to ask their opinion. Their opinion doesn't matter unless they're at a place where I want to be. Are they sleeping deep every night? Are they on no medications, which are a choice? Okay. 99.9% of the time, this is not 100% accurate, but very, very close. If you know somebody that's type 2 diabetic, or if they have high blood pressure medicine, that is a choice that they might not necessarily know that they're making. There are so many. Do they have arthritis? Is it a choice? Do they eat low inflammational foods 100% of the time? Or 99% of the time? Or 95% of the time? I'm telling you, somebody that's even doing it 95% of the time is not, from what I've seen, going to have that arthritis. They're not going to have that pain. They're not going to be up all night. They're going to be strong. They're not going to be running into a doctor every time they feel bad. They're not going to be like, oh, doctor, what can you give me? The doctor said to do this. The doctor said, I'm not saying don't listen to your doctor. Definitely listen to your doctor. But if you're putting crap in your body, I'm telling you, I want this message to be positive, and it is positive. The positivity is this: the carnivore diet. It's completely changed my life. I want to thank y'all for showing up. Guys, I don't want anybody to suffer. We can all choose a path that's going to make us feel absolutely phenomenal. Sometimes when I'm talking, I start to correct myself. And let me tell you what I mean, okay? I'm gonna give you an example. I see other carnivores out there, and they're always so positive. And you should be positive, but it's the way that they put things, like, oh, it's great, this and that, let me interview blah blah blah. Well, I do interview people. Yes, I will interview people, but I'm gonna tell you something. I am not a Joel Osteen preacher. Okay, Joel Osteen, I like the way he sounds. He pulls me in, but all he is happy, joy, and he never says anything that would be curt in any least way. He wouldn't want to make you feel uncomfortable, and he definitely wouldn't want to preach from the Bible. He's a guy that believes in just great things and happiness and everything's going to be great and good, and God is great, and God is great. God is very great. But you got some, there are some things that the good Lord tells us in the Bible that is just not all great and good. There's actually freaking rules in that book, guys. And the rules make people feel uncomfortable. If you disagree or agree with that, go ahead and put that in the comments. I'm going to try to stay away from religion. And definitely politics. Oh my gosh. Politics have gotten so toxic in the United States. I haven't watched the news in years. Will not. And as far as political parties go, I'm going to say I have zero opinion. I think a long time ago, I think that there was a lot more credibility and respect when it came to political parties. And now it's kind of like all over the place. I mean, I wouldn't have a clue. I have a clue, but you're not going to get my opinion out of me. No. All I have to say is this. Can prices stop going up? Do we always have to print so much money to cause inflation to go crazy? The only people that are able to keep up their wealth are the people that own a lot of crap, like buildings, houses, blah, 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 and are charging out the what to be able to, oh man, and without good reason, because they haven't increased the salaries as much. It's just, I'm not going to get into that. Anyway, Guys, I appreciate you. This is the Carnivore Diet. I appreciate y'all for showing up, and I hope these words in some way have blessed you. I want you to think about what I've said. I want you to think about how you're going to dig in your heels. I want you to think about how you're going to push. I want you to think about what you can do fighting your mind. Your mind tries to run from pain. Do I think you should run from pain? No, I think you should run to pain, because once you push through that pain consistency, your whole body's going to change working out. It's painful for it to give up its toxic foods that are highly addictive. Once you give those up, man, you feel so much better. Your body's able to heal itself. It's able to heal itself from pains and inflammation. You get a deeper sleep. Oh my goodness. Y'all have a beautiful rest of the day. I appreciate you. No one will ever be able to say that Matthew can sit here and just talk and talk and talk. And hopefully in some way, this will bless your life. Please do put something in the algorithm. You can just put the word maybe in there, or whatever you'd like to. Put in your favorite barbecue place. We will visit every barbecue joint in Tennessee eventually. This is a goal of ours. We're looking so forward to it, and going to be lining up 3 barbecue places this weekend. Yes. I'm looking forward to them barbecue places, boy. Hoo-wee, yeah. Y'all be good. Peace out. Love yourself. Understand that with healing, you've got to go through pain. When you go through pain, that's when you grow. And when you go through pain and you grow, you're healing, you're going to be a whole new person. Yeah. And you just have to be consistent. You know, it's good to get into the diet. You've got to get into the exercise, even if it's just small little walks. You've got to. That's going to take you to your next level. It's going to get your blood circulating, going to allow your body to be able to heal itself. You got to get those nutrients all throughout the body. Y'all be blessed. Take care. You know I'll be back to talk to you again. And y'all have a beautiful day. Peace out.